I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What, going out and doing all of this and exposing yourself to all of this is not an easy thing, to be a candidate, okay? You understand that? What was the thing that got you angry enough to do this?
No, I don't think I was angry. I'm a pretty easygoing guy, but I think the you know, my oldest son is a Boy Scout, and he's doing he's working on an Eagle badge right now. That's a citizenship in the nation, and you know, Scouts are. I wasn't a Scout, but I'm so excited for him that he is, and they talk about public service, you know, and that the fact that you have to you know, that you need to help your community. And I thought I was at a point in my life that I had enough good ideas. I had enough extra time. I feel I have enough extra time that I could, you know, donate some of it for this job. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I should go back and run my trucks, and you know. But I mean, at least I could try.
Okay.
So you have two sons?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay, one is 8 and the other
Yes,
is
ma'am, 11.
Eagle Scout, 11.
No, he's not an Eagle Scout. No, ma'am. He's
Oh,
working
he's
towards
working
his
on it.
Eagle.
Working
Yes,
on it.
ma'am.
Okay, sorry.
He'd love for you. He'd love to take it, and then he doesn't have to earn all his badges.
Well, 11-year-old, what was I
That's
thinking?
what
Okay, and you know, 4 to 5 months every 2 years, you're going to be in Austin most
Yes,
of the time. So, what is your plan to manage your business while you're gone? And you know, I'm sure. I mean, what will you be doing with your
I think.
children while you're in Austin?
I think somehow my wife told you to ask this question. She's been saying the same thing to me. Just to be honest,
I mean, it's really a
Yes, ma'am.
practical
Yes, ma'am.
question.
my wife, she doesn't work outside the house, and so she does payroll and accounting a couple of days a week, and the people that work for me in the office, the business kind of runs, you know, you can't ever say it runs itself, because as soon as you do, somebody's going to tear something up, or we're going to have 9 kinds of problems. So, but it's, you know, the people that have worked for me have worked for me for a while, and you know, not saying that I don't have to have some involvement, but they can handle problems there. Typically on a regular, like if I'm gone for a week, or if I'm doing 10 other things, I still drive sometimes. So, for instance, I drove a couple of weeks ago. We had a lot of big loads to move, and we're short a driver, and I drove. And so that whole week I was pretty well unreachable, you know. So, and it's things like, you know, that comes up somewhat regular. So those, they can handle that. But the bigger problem is my wife. I don't mean anything bad, but it just she and I feel real uncomfortable about talking to her.
This is gonna be on Facebook.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's on there. She'll find it. She's asked me. You know, we have. She grew up in Magnolia. She went to school here, and so she's got a good core group of friends. And my mother works for about 39 years for ADP, Automatic Data Processing, and she works out of the house, or sometimes she comes and visits and works out of our house. And so she said that she would help.
So family.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a criminal background?
No, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what you felt about the abortion holocaust. It's been going on for the last 37 years. What do you feel about that?
That is that's a problem, and I really that's something that I don't know how I could support to stop it, but we're Catholic, and we certainly do not believe in that. So I don't know.
But there's a lot of things that a lot of political action that can be taken.
Okay.
They've done a lot of things to limit what that, and we need to abolish it. And one day that's going to happen. If Roe v. Wade were overturned, then each legislature would get to vote on it as to whether it was going to be legal or not.
Okay. Yeah, I would certainly vote against it.
Right.
Yeah. So, when you make decisions on, you're going to be up there and there are going to be 1,000 things you have to vote on, something like that. when you vote, are you gonna, you know, pull out some principles, or are you gonna, like, okay, what do the people want, or how do you decide what the people want, or how do you make that decision?
You know, I would just have to go on my principles and just what I've heard from the voters, you know, here. I'd have to go on what, you know, the people of Montgomery County said that they how they felt about it.
And how do you determine what they say?
Well,
What they think?
I just have to know, or I'd have to have a group of support here that I could ask if a bill was coming up. I'd have to know that, hey, you know, you're gonna have to pay special attention. If it's something that was out of my realm or something I didn't know, I'd have to really be looking for some help from people back here.
I'll follow on with that one, if I can take that one. If the Constitution says that you shouldn't vote for it, but your constituents say you should, and the Bible says you shouldn't vote for it, but your constituents say you should, how are you gonna vote?
Okay, so the Bible says I need to vote for it.
Or one way or the other?
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably go with my faith and my belief, and my constituents said I shouldn't vote for it. If there's a direct conflict there.
Yeah, if there's a conflict either way, for or against it, and the Constitution says, it says this, and the Bible says this, but your constituents say this,
Wow.
what are you putting above?
Yeah, that's a difficult question. I would, you know, my faith and my beliefs, I think would probably, I'll just be honest, I'd probably, you know, go with, if it came down to something that was, you know, that was a question specifically about my faith, I'd probably go with my faith, even if it was above my constituents. I'd just be honest, I'd probably vote. You know, if it was something I felt strong enough in the church, you know, and it was something real specific like you're asking, I'd probably vote with my, you know, conscience and what I've learned growing up, you know, raised in the Catholic Church. Am I?
That's only, I guess that's part of it, but what about the Constitution?
Yeah. So you're asking if I would vote directly against the Constitution, right? I don't know, it'd be a tough one there.
Okay. Dan?
What, I think this same question was asked slightly different way earlier, but let me try using a different term. How do I go?
Simplify it for me.
What are the two key principles that drive you as a person?
In so much as like, you know, honesty, I think is one of the things, you know, as raising children, I think we have to teach them to be honest at an early age and just believe in God, I think is the second one specifically. That's our basic principles. Does that answer it or no?
It's a good answer.
Got one here.
I just got a quick question in light to what Bob was just asking you.
Yes, sir.
When was the last time you read the Constitution?
It's been a while. I read it probably a couple of times before, but it's been a long time.
You have a copy at home?
I probably do.
Okay, when I get home, I'll mail you one.
Okay.
He's decided I've already asked, and I'm like getting here, but why do you want to be a representative?
That was a long one a little while ago. I just think that I've got something to offer the people of Montgomery County. You know, I'm a pretty good listener, and I you know, when somebody asks me something, I do what I can to do it if it's within reason. I just think that I could people of Montgomery County could ask me to do something and trust that I'm going to do what they ask. In kind of a nutshell.
Just a scenario, you're in the trucking business, and there's lobbyists out there, and they represent Texas Trucking Organization, or whatever it is, the transportation groups, and they are gonna go to Austin, and, you know, there's two angles to lobbying. One is we wanna stop the government from doing stuff, to make our lives better, get them out of the way. Then there's the groups that go